For this next example from 10.4, we're going to look at number 46, and it's very similar to the ones we did at the first in the first example video, in the sense that they're giving us some information and asking us to come up with the equation of the hyperbola. And so the difference is that the center is not going to be at 0, 0 anymore. So let's take a look at the vertices. Notice the x is not changing. The x is staying at -4, so the center has to be at -4 in its x-coordinate, but the y-coordinates are changing. So what's right in the middle between 2 and 4? Well, that's the number 3. So the center is at -4, 3. And we're also noticing that a is equal to 1. We are also seeing too that everything's happening in the y direction. So now we know it's y minus 3 squared all over 1 squared, I'll put the squared on that for emphasis, minus x plus 4 squared all over b squared is equal to 1. So we know the equation that far. Just by knowing that the center was going to be right in between the two vertices, the distance from that center point out to the vertice was 1. That vertice was a change in the y direction. All that's happening here. And so what do we have left to do? Well, we got to find this b squared. No problem. We know c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So what's c squared? Well, c is going to be the distance from the center to the focus point. We'll take a look at the center and the given focus. There's a distance of 3 there. So c squared will be 9 is equal to a squared, which was 1, plus b squared, which we don't know. So what's b squared? Well, it's equal to 8. So my equation is y minus 3 squared all over 1 minus x plus 4 squared all over 8 is equal to 1. And then we could graph that if needed just by plotting points and sketching it out. So I think it does ask you to graph it, but I just wanted to make sure you could come up with that general equation for this number 46 and others like it that are in and around there. And so yeah, they are asking you to graph it. When they have a 1 underneath, they're not actually writing the 1, so you can do whatever you'd like. I like to put the 1 there just for emphasis. This one on the right hand side though is completely necessary. You can't leave that out.